The sterile hum of the ICU is usually a symphony of life, but tonight, it's a dirge. The global pandemic has pushed the hospital past its breaking point. Alarms blare, nurses rush, their faces etched with exhaustion and dread. In front of you, two beds. On one, a renowned pediatric surgeon, gasping, her body failing, but her mind sharp, aware of her impending doom. On the other, a child, barely a decade old, innocent eyes wide with fear, struggling for every breath. Both need the same life-saving machine, a ventilator. There is only one left, and you are the one with the power to decide who gets it. Who is more valuable? Who deserves to live? Can you truly play God in this inferno of despair? The seconds are ticking away. Who will you choose to condemn to death?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma forces a brutal calculation of worth. Do you prioritize potential future contributions to society, embracing a utilitarian viewpoint that sacrifices one for the greater good? Or do you lean into the inherent societal inclination to protect innocence, to save the child, even if it means losing a valuable contributor? The psychological toll of making such a choice is immeasurable, leaving an indelible scar on the soul, forever haunted by the life you consciously allowed to fade. It's a choice that defines not just the outcome, but the very fiber of your humanity. Deep in the underbelly of the city, hidden from the watchful eyes of the law, you've offered sanctuary to a close friend, now a wanted fugitive. They've committed a heinous crime, but for years, they've been family. Now, their innocent child, barely 5 years old, lies critically ill. Every moment counts. You know that if you call emergency services, the child will be saved. But the paramedics, the police, they'll trace the location back, and your friend's freedom, their life as you know it, will be over. The child's life hangs by a thread, and your loyalty is being tested to its breaking point. Can you sacrifice an innocent life for the sake of a criminal's freedom? Or can you betray a bond, shattering a family, to do what's right? What is truly right when the stakes are this high?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma plunges into the dark waters between loyalty, justice, and the sanctity of innocent life. It pits personal allegiance against a broader moral obligation. To betray a friend, even a guilty one, is a profound act. To allow a child to die through inaction, however, carries a different, perhaps heavier, burden of guilt. The psychological conflict arises from the irreconcilable nature of these two goods. The decision here forces a confrontation with one's core values, questioning whether love and loyalty can supersede justice, or if justice must always prevail, regardless of the devastating personal cost. Days have blurred into an eternity in this unforgiving Arctic expanse. Your expedition, once hopeful, is now a skeletal shadow of its former self. Supplies are dwindling, the blizzard relentless. One of your team, a close friend, sustained a horrific leg injury days ago. They are a burden, slowing the group, consuming precious rations that could save the others. Hope is a dying ember. You look into the hollow eyes of your companions, then at the injured friend, shivering uncontrollably. The unspoken truth hangs heavy in the frigid air. To survive, a terrible choice must be made. One must be sacrificed for the many. Can you commit the ultimate taboo to save lives? Is self-preservation a justification for such an act? Look into their eyes. Can you be the one to decide who lives and who becomes the means to another's survival?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the ultimate lifeboat problem, pushing the boundaries of human morality into the realm of primal survival. It explores the breakdown of societal taboos when faced with absolute desperation. The psychological impact of such a decision is catastrophic, staining the survivors with an indelible guilt, forever haunted by the ghost of their actions. It challenges the very definition of humanity, whether it lies in preserving life at any cost, or in upholding a moral code even unto death. The choice is not just about survival, but about what remains of the self once that survival is secured. A new plague, swift and merciless, sweeps across the globe, threatening to extinguish humanity itself. Panic reigns, cities crumble, and the screams of the dying echo in the streets. But hope arrives, a cure, developed by a brilliant, desperate scientist. The catch? The cure, while eradicating the virus, also subtly rewires the brain, removing the capacity for independent thought, for defiance, for true free will. Recipients become perfectly compliant, eternally content, but effectively automatons. The choice is yours. Save the species, but at what cost to its very essence? Or let humanity perish, preserving its soul? Is a life without choice truly living? Is this a cure or a slow, insidious death of the human spirit? Can you condemn billions to death to preserve a freedom they might never appreciate if they were dead?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma delves into the philosophical abyss of what it means to be human. It pits the raw instinct for survival against the intangible, yet profoundly significant, concept of autonomy and self-determination. The psychological burden of choosing between mass extinction and the eradication of free thought is immense. It forces us to question whether a life lived without the capacity for true choice or rebellion is a life worth living, or if it's merely a sophisticated form of existence. The decision here is not just about bodies, but about the very definition of consciousness and individual identity. The verdict is imminent. An innocent person, a stranger, stands accused of a brutal crime. The evidence is circumstantial, but public outcry demands a conviction. You, and only you, know the truth. The real perpetrator is your beloved sibling, a partner, a parent, someone you cherish deeply. If you speak, the innocent will be saved. But in this city, with its unforgiving, brutal justice system and the powerful family of the victim, you know that exposing your loved one means their swift, certain death. Your heart aches with the weight of this secret. The lives of two individuals balance precariously on the razor's edge of your silence. Can you live with the guilt of an innocent person's unjust suffering? Can you sacrifice your loved one, knowing you could have saved them? What is the price of justice, and who is truly paying it?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This scenario explores the agonizing conflict between personal loyalty and universal justice. The psychological pressure comes from the direct, palpable consequences of either choice. One leads to an innocent's wrongful damnation, the other to the death of someone deeply loved. It forces a confrontation with the limits of one's moral code. Do you uphold the abstract ideal of justice, even when it demands the ultimate personal sacrifice? Or do you prioritize the flesh and blood connection, bearing the crushing burden of complicity? This dilemma leaves no easy answer, only the bitter taste of an impossible choice that will forever reshape your identity.